Another day, another wonderful trade taking. So guys, I took a sell trade on VIX 25 index and I shared this sell signal to my VIP members. We got a sniper entry on these sells because we had zero drawdown. Our price moved in our direction. Immediately we got into the trade. So how did I know this index is going to sell from this point, from our sell zone? Basically, you can see how massively this index has been tanking since we took the sells at this point. So how I was able to predict these sells, how did I know this index is going to sell from this zone? So here in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys my view and analysis and what I think of VIX 25 index. I've closed about 60% of my positions and I've moved my stop loss below my entry. So I'm very much safe in this trade. That's why I decided to make a video on this trade here, on the sales I took on VIX 25 index. So coming to a higher time frame, because you guys know that when you want to analyze the market, when you want to look after the opportunities, I start from a higher time frame, and this high time frame can be the weekly time frame, the monthly time frame, or the daily time frame. So here I would want us to analyze this index starting from the weekly time frame. So zooming out on the chart on the weekly time frame, we can see that we've had this index be on a downtrend for a very long time. I always emphasize on identifying the market direction. That's the first thing you do whenever you go to a high time frame, looking out for trade opportunities. Spot where the market is headed to, identify the market's trend. If the market is in a downtrend, do well to identify it. If the market is in an uptrend, do well to spot it, do well to identify it using your trend line tool. So you can see that this index is clearly on a downtrend, creating lower highs and lower lows formation. So we have our trend resistance here and our trend support at this point. This is our trend support because price buys on the test of this level. Identifying this, you can see that we got price sell to that zone and bought from it as a support. You can see the sells, price bought as a trend support. The market repeated the same move here the second time, sold here and bought on the test of our trend support. And we have our trend resistance at this point. Our trend resistance, we got market do what? Let's put this in properly. We got market sell, move to the upside and so to the downside. Resistance level is basically a zone in the market that prevents a buying market from buying further, right? It stops a buying market, then makes the market change direction to a selling market. So we got this buying market at this point that got to this point and stopped buying, changed direction and started doing what? Selling. Firstly, we had the origin of our trend resistance here at this point. You can see here you can't really push this thing to this zone because this is the peak of them, this is the starting point of this market. So trend resistance here, resistance at this point as well. So these are trend resistance points because price sells on a test of this trend resistance level and buys on our trend support level. So market is on a downtrend, creating what? Lower highs and lower lows formation, which is the market structure, the market's direction. The market trend on the weekly time frame is very much clear. So now we've identified the market trend. The next thing we do is to spot our levels and zones, our key levels, our important zones in the market. And we have one of those zones at this point. We have one of those important zones at this zone, at this point here, which we can see market reaction. We've got price do what? Buy on this level as a support. Support here, resistance here, support, resistance at this point, resistance at this point as well. So this is a strong level of resistance because market is trading below it currently. So this is a current level and existing resistance level in the market. So we have our next level here at this zone, which I identified, which I actually took my sells on. Right, so you can see that we got price do what? Buy on this level as a support, resistance, resistance here, support, support at this point as well. And instead of this downtrend, we have an uptrend. We have this uptrend structure instead of this general market direction, this general downtrend. Yeah, we have a counter trend. That's what we call counter trend. Counter trend are those trends that move in the general market direction. Like for an example, we got this downtrend. Yeah, instead of this downtrend, we have an uptrend. Those uptrends are called counter trends. So you can see the downtrend market is the counter trend here. So this is the counter trend at this point. Counter uptrend. Most traders trades counter trends in the trending market. They look out for counter trends to trade on here. So we got this counter trend, downtrend, counter trend as well. So these are our counter trend, which is an uptrend. We get uptrend counter trends in a downtrend market and get downtrend counter trends in an uptrend market. I don't know if that is making sense. So we can see that we got this uptrend counter trend instead of this overall market downtrend. So instead of this counter trend, we had price do what? Break below it. Right, we got a break below this counter trend, meaning that market has finished its phase of a counter trend. Whenever we get a counter trend, we get markets moving in the original market direction, which is the downtrend. Yeah, so we can see that we had this counter trend. Then after this counter trend, we got this original market direction. So the same move is about to happen here. The same move is about to happen here, yeah, because we got this counter trend. So we expected that it's expected that the market gives a general market direction, which is a downtrend market. I don't know if that's making sense. So after the break of this counter trend, it's expected that the market gives the sell to the downside. I'm already getting the sell from a bearish formation, which is market creating lower highs. Yeah, you can see the first highs at this point, first highs at this zone, and the second highs a lower high at this point. So the market is actually forming a downtrend on the weekly time frame, which we are expecting price to do what? Give the sells in the coming weeks, because this weekly time frame chart. So we expected to get the sells in the coming weeks and months, would say, at least for price to sell to these lowest lows, this point, yeah, for market to sell to this zone. So I'm bearish on this index because of the market structure I was able to spot on the weekly time frame. It's very much clear that this index is on a downtrend. And we can see that we are also getting a bearish formation, which is a head and shoulders pattern formation, which is yet to complete. We got the left shoulder here. We got the head at this zone, which I already identified here, and the right shoulder, which I spotted already at this point. So this is a nice head and shoulders pattern formation with the neckline, which is yet to get broken at this point. So it's advised that we trade on the break of every reversal pattern formation neckline. Then why did I sell this index before the break of this neckline? We can't just wait for the weekly time frame neckline to get broken before we get into the trade. We can't place trades on the weekly time frame. Basically, we have to analyze further down to a lower time frame, working with what we were able to identify on the weekly time frame. So we can see that this is a potential support level, which is also the neckline of this reversal pattern formation, which I'm expecting price to do what? Sell to in the coming hours and days. In the coming hours and days. So you can see on the daily on the daily time frame, we just got a retest of this zone, which is a strong level, an important level. Getting price do what? React on this level previously. Getting market traction here. Support, resistance, yeah. Resistance at this point. Support here as well. So this is a strong level in the market, a current strong level, resistance at this point, support here. So market just broke below this level, gave a retest of this zone that market has sold and bought on as a support and as a resistance. So it's expected that on this daily time frame, we get the sell to the downside, at least for price to get to this zone, this strong level we identified, this neckline we spotted on the weekly time frame. So I'm expecting price to do what? Sell to this zone. So that's one of the main reasons why I sold this index, right? Then if price can manage to break below this neckline, this head and shoulders pattern formation neckline, then we'd see a massive sell, a free fall to the downside to this zone. So that's my expectations on this index. That's how I was able to take the sell trade on the VIX 251S index. So on the 4-hour time frame, I was able to identify a good formation, which is this bearish candles in a row, 1-2 candles in a row. Then we got a green candle here that came to retest this zone. So we're expecting price to do what? Keep selling to give the sells to the downside, at least for markets to get to this zone. We have another block here on the 4-hour time frame for price to get to this zone. So I was able to take advantage of this short-term sell opportunity, would say, currently, because we could still get long-term sales on this index. I just took advantage of the short-term sales and caught these sales. I'm still on this trade here. I've closed about 60% of my positions and I'm safe in this trade. I've made good money from this index sales. I made over $200 plus in profits plus these running positions. So let's see how this plays out. Let's see if price can get to this zone. We have potentials of a bullish move from this point because we still have possibilities of the buys here. We have possibilities of the buys on this index. When you're analyzing the market using price action market approach, do well to take note of every level and zone. Despite what your analysis is saying, do well to take note of every formation, every level and zone. So we have this downtrend here, which got broken. The market shifted to an uptrend. Yeah, we could still get a bullish move on this index. Looking at this current zone, we can see we got market do what? React on this level a couple of times. Currently here, support, resistance here, resistance at this point. So if price can sell to this point, we could get potential buys from this zone, potential bullish move from this point. Yeah, so that's what is expected on VIX 25 index. So I'll wait for market to sell to this zone to take advantage of these short term buys. And if this level fails to hold, because I will look out for confirmations at this point before I take the buys. If this level fails to hold, then I would wait for a break of this level, a proper break of this level to short this index to this zone, this neckline zone on we identified on the weekly time frame. So that's this, guys. That's how they take the sell trade on this index. So I went to the 15-minute time frame for my entries. Yeah, my entries. I went to the 30-minute time frame first and identified this other block here, which we got the sales from. So I was like, if price can retest this zone, you have possibilities of getting the sales from this level as well. So on the retest of this level, I took my sales on identifying these candlestick rejections, 1, 2, 3 candles here. I sold this index. I shared the sell signal at this point. I asked my VIP members to sell VIX 25 index, and we can see we are moving in good profit, massive profit on this index. And we also got a bearish formation, which is this lower height formation, a high here on the 15 time frame chart, another high. So it's expected the market creates another high here, a new high, which is a lower high, to complete this sell wave, to complete these cells, to complete this bearish structure. So we are getting the cells already on this new lower high formation, and we got our lower lows as well. A low here. Firstly, we got the first lows at this point. I think first lows here, and the second lows at this point, and third lows at this zone. So the 15 time frame structure is a bearish structure. The structure we are seeing on the 15-minute time frame chart is a bearish structure because we got market do what creates series of lower highs and lower lows formation. So everything's moving good on this index. The sales is expected at least for price to sell to this zone. I will close out on more positions right now and still direct my SL. I'll be placing a TP at this point, and my next TP would be somewhere here, which I would set by the end of this video. Yeah, next TP here, and last TP would be somewhere at this other block zone we identified on the 4-hour time frame chart. So if markets can break below this level, that's when we could proceed with more sales. We could take more sales on this index. So that's it, guys. That's how they take the sell trade on the VIX 25 index prediction. Basically, I shared the sell signal to my VIP members, and we made good profit from these sales. So to join my VIP group, message my admin. His username is dropped in my Telegram channel, my public Telegram channel, and don't miss out on my 5 trade signals. So for more trade breakdowns like some market analysis, do well to smash the like button and drop a good comment on this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and to my returning viewers, I appreciate your support. Please engage in my videos. Let me see that, guys. Let's do more and have a wonderful day.